Welcome again to Highly Questionable. Sarah Spain with us. Bobby was just telling her off air that he's been carrying all week, that she needs to step up her game. What do you like on the show today, Sarah?
Poppy carrying me.
Let's do that again. Dale, Poppy.
Was Bob Myers' dig at Kevin Durant awkward or in good fun?
Okay, it was in good fun, depending on how you define good fun, and I'm thinking that Bob Myers and Steve Kerr define it slightly differently than Kevin Durant does. Let's listen to this, because it was also awkward.
How do you put this team together? It works so well with Steve. And then I heard you tell Kevin Durant he can have whatever contract he wants next year.
Yeah, that was just for the media. He can't have anything like that at all.
Mid-level.
Yeah, mid-level, behind closed doors.
Because I think last year he told Steph he could have any contract he wants too.
Yeah,
so
well, yeah, that was different. He's been here from the run, the way before days. He's earned it.
And there ended the Warriors' cohesion right there.
So much chemistry.
At the celebration of the championship, the one thing you don't want the guy with a microphone to do, who didn't actually dribble a basketball, is say the thing that makes the crowd wince and say, what do you mean by that? You understand how people would find that uproarious and that it would be super awkward.
Yeah, the question was this in good fun or awkward? And the answer is obviously both. It started out in good fun, and then Bob Myers said the one thing that everyone knows you can't, especially when Kevin Durant is there. This is the narrative that's been following since he got there, and you just throw it out there like a dead fish, and the audience at a championship parade is touched enough, moved enough to go, oh!
Yeah.
Terrible,
You're going to see
dude.
Kevin Durant's eggs come after this guy in private. You're going to see those Twitter eggs light him up.
Those burner accounts are going to be fired.
He doesn't want to pay that kind of money to Durant, so he's trying to chisel him down.
You got a place where Durant can come, Poppy, and get his money?
Oh, yes, right here in
there
South
it
Beach.
is. There it is.
We don't fool around. We have an open checkbook policy for you, Durant. Just come down here, and I'm telling you, you're going to become a millionaire in no time. Should we stop being skeptical of Andrew Luck now that he's throwing high school footballs 10 yards?
I mean, come on. This is a loaded question here. He's throwing high school footballs 10 yards. Why won't he be a spectacular success in the pros? Here he is throwing the aforementioned footballs, the aforementioned 10 yards. And what about that doesn't say professional quarterback at the highest level? He can't grip a normal football, which seems to be quarterbacking 101 if you're going to play at the professional level. But he is ready to throw screen passes in a high school game.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to answer a question with a question, but my question is for you. How skeptical would you be of me starting in the NFL because I can throw a high school football 10 yards as well? And I think that answers your question. This means nothing, but congrats on the baby step. We're all rooting for you. I hope it works out, but this means absolutely nothing.
It is a weird story, though. The idea that we don't know one of the great talents of our time at that position where everyone needs one just missed a year. We don't know still. Was it a bot surgery? What happened here? There's not a lot of forthcoming. All we get is this video, which doesn't tell you much of anything.
Oh, I know another quarterback that they can sign who can throw the ball 10 years.
Sarah, have you ever seen my Peyton Manning, my father's Peyton Manning
Yes, I have.
impersonation? There it is.
It's good.
He just threw one at your face. Don't worry, it won't
Really
hurt.
selling
It doesn't
it.
have very much velocity on it.
Oh, that was a duck. I can tell.
Yeah, hits you in the shoulder. Didn't hurt you at all. There it is. Oh, a little dump down pass. Down. Up, that's a bomb. That's a bomb. Threw that deep left sideline.
Is Kyrie making the smart move by turning down an extension and betting on his health?
I love the idea that Kyrie Irving didn't show up for Game 7 because he decided that was when he was going to get his deviated septum taken care of. And then the first time people talk to him, it's not merely that he's saying this while promoting the Uncle Drew movie, which ostensibly he's making a good amount of money to do. There's a movie based on his commercial character. He's got a lot of freedom here, even though he's under contract. And if he opts out, there's $80 million extra of freedom. He's going to bet on himself because this guy believes in himself the way very few people do. You don't leave LeBron James unless you really believe in yourself.
Yeah, he believes in himself as much as he believes that the earth is flat. So whether or not either of those things are worth believing in, he's going to stick with it. And I think it's actually a good move. First of all, if there's any rumors about LeBron going to Boston, if there's any truth to those, he can get the heck out of there if that happens, if he's not under contract. And he's also made a lot of hints about maybe wanting to go to the Knicks, play with Porzingis, play at MSG in front of his hometown crowd. Grew up in New Jersey, down down the street. So maybe he just wants to see exactly what happens when all of the Celtics that did well in the postseason join up with the Celtics that were hurt and make sure he's still the #1 guy.
He learned the lessons that LeBron James has taught before escaping LeBron James. If Gordon Hayward's team is not good enough, if he feels there's a better option for him out there that also comes with an extra $80 million, why wouldn't he leave himself the option open of at least exploring it?
I tell you one guy I wouldn't sign.
Who's that?
LeBron. He has that hand injury.
Oh, the hand injury.
yeah.
I
Very
don't know how good
serious.
it's going to be. That's right. You know what I mean?
It might be a career
Be
ender.
wary. Be wary. Other free agents available who have healthy hands.
Yeah.
Do you have high hope for a 2-quarterback system with Jose Flacco and Lamar Jackson?
Oh, he loves calling Joe Flacco Jose Flacco. We've had that conversation for about 7 years, the idea of is Joe elite, and really what everyone wants to see. And you know that the Ravens are kind of a nowhere franchise. You can't name a lot of their players on offense. You want to see the guy that everyone's comparing to Michael Vick, the closest thing we've seen to Michael Vick. You've got people in Ravens camp saying they can't believe what they're watching. We want to see the evolution of the position, even if it fails, just to see if it's possible that there is another Michael Vick out there, instead of seeing what we've seen from Joe Flacco's ceiling. We know what it is. We know what he is. We don't need to see a lot more of it.
Well, it's not just about moving on from Joe Flacco. It's about how you move on. Right now, this is the easiest way to transition from one to the next by actually sometimes having them both out there. I'm not exactly sure what plans they have for this 2-quarterback system, but there's plenty of things in sports over the years that we have shrugged at as if they can't work. And then you say, why not? Why wouldn't you have the opportunity to use 2 different skill sets and have them out there at once? Why are we so stuck on you're the backup and you sit there until he's hurt or gone? Why not see if you can use them both in ways that are meaningful and helpful to your team?
If for no other reason, so we could see the juxtaposition in the same uniform of 2 people who play that position really differently, because Joe Flacco tries to move out of the pocket and it looks like Ben Roethlisberger. It looks like a skyscraper is trying to scramble away from the rush.
Do Antonio Brown's comments make you think that he could give up football?
He was venting in the locker room, kind of tired of the media, kind of tired of the way that he's covered, and saying things like, I have to spend time with my family and check on my options. And he has shown at this position in the past, when Ben Roethlisberger doesn't throw the ball to him, that he can get his feelings hurt, and he's sensitive. And the thing that's interesting about Antonio Brown to me is he clearly wants fame. You don't go on Dancing with the Stars if you don't want fame, but he only wants the good parts of fame. And some of what comes with it is media coverage that can feel a little oppressive.
Yeah, it's interesting because none of us personally know him, so you can really see both sides of this. This could be a guy who's been struggling with all of this anxiety about how the media covers him and whether he's with his family enough and whether anyone will remember him as some sort of football legend or if everything will be forgotten once he's gone. You could absolutely see this as a guy who's been struggling with this for a while, or it could be a guy who doesn't really think forward on how his comments are going to be received. So this particular day, he was not really feeling it, and he vents everything, and then 2 weeks from now, he's back to loving football, and then he's mad that it was covered, and people keep bringing it up. It's hard to tell whether this is something bothering him in the now or it's something that's going to bother him going forward.
I would say this, though, if you're a Steelers fan, why are your star players so bothered by football? Le'Veon Bell is not sure if he wants to hold out. Ben Roethlisberger's not sure if he wants to retire, and Antonio Brown seems really unhappy too. It's weird that their holy trinity would sound like this.
You know, the Steelers, they are so dramatic. You know, I mean, you know who would fit very well in there?
I wonder.
LeBron,
of course.
Okay.
He'd fit right in there,
Yeah.
whining publicly.
Coming up, do you question if Graham Gano ruined this kickball game?
What are you laughing at? The H in Graham is silent, right? But I like
He
it
doesn't
better the
need to
way
know
he
that.
does it. His wife and his kid, he's playing kickball with them. What do we have here? Don't kick it hard.
Oh,
there it is.
honey.
Really, the question is, did he ruin it? I mean, look, the ball's gone. What's he doing? He's running around the bases? He really is. Wow. I mean, he seems to be a bit of a ringer at kicking things. It built that house.
The neighbors are like, again? Our whole yard is just full of
Really?
kickballs.
This Gano. We need to get somebody in next door who's not a kicker.
Do you know who wouldn't have ruined that game?
Who's that? Julio Jones or Marshawn Lynch?
Oh,
there it is.
oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
no.
Julio Jones wouldn't have ruined it. Okay, but Marshawn Lynch would have ruined it more. You guys want to play the video? I know.
Oh,
We
no.
want to make fun of Julio Jones looking unathletic, but just play the video for Sarah and my father of Marshawn Lynch ruining games even bigger and better than Gano does. And, okay, there we go. Yes, there it is. Over in the giant trees, yes. It must have been hard to tackle him around the thighs.
He probably killed the bird. Whatever's living in that tree ain't living anymore.
He missed it, went over the tree.
My uncle actually killed an owl playing golf.
What?
Is that right?
Yeah, just hit him with a drive, fell out of the tree, stuffed him, put him on the wall.
I just wanted to watch him go opposite field. Story
I'm
took
just
a dark
saying.
turn.
That's weird, right? Who's killed an owl? And then you stuff it, you find it, you're like, oh, whoops, killed it. Stuff it, put it on the wall. Say morning.
But who puts it in the middle of a kickball video?
I was talking about him potentially killing birds in the tree.
Oh,
And then with the
unnecessary dark turn.
Do you question whether Joaquin Noah looks impressive?
Joaquin Noah is his name. Sarah Spain, once upon a time, Chicago Bulls, top 5 in MVP voting. She loves that team. Now he looks like Tom Hanks in Castaway. What's happening here on this video? All right, he was always okay at this.
It's like he's working a little too hard, though.
Wow,
right?
he's not getting up
He's
very
very
high.
tall for it to look that difficult to get up there.
Yeah, he's not making that
Elevate, son.
by much.
I mean, it's not an easy workout per se, but it should be a little easier. Okay, getting better. He's getting his rhythm.
Okay, but let's see his face. I think that's what we're all waiting for, right? Let's see what's growing on his face. There it is.
He looks like he owns a coconut company.
Stickity 13. I wonder what that means.
By the way, he's going to make $19 million for the next 2 years from the Knicks because they didn't listen to anyone from Chicago that was like, psst, he forgot how to basketball.
19 million will buy you a lot of stickity.
And coconuts.
Maybe he should be practicing shots from a little further out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not so good at those. Yeah. Oh,
no.
thank you, Poppy. You've got a video for us. Yes.
He has always had a beautiful stroke. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is he wearing wrestling headgear? Like, what is that?
You guys, honestly, top 5 in MVP voting.
Top
He
5.
was magical that year. He was unbelievable.
Phil Jackson thought
What
he was going to
happened?
reinvent the Knicks with that.
What happened?
Did anybody got a hand on that?
No.
It's a good question. Nobody got a hand on it. That's what it would look like if someone had gotten a hand on it. But no one was within 10 feet of his wrestling headgear.
Do you question if this was a good recovery shot?
All right, the producers of this show just said to us, we don't know where this is, and this is an unknown golfer. It's good to see that they're doing meticulous kind of research that it takes to make a television show. What do we have here?
Oh, goodness.
This as a recovery shot. Is it?
What's happening? Terrible camera work. Oh, no.
Oh! Wow! Wow! Face first in a ditch and a puddle 40 feet away is a efficient way to look incompetent.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. We need one of those. Don't try this at home at the bottom. I think that's required legally when you show someone doing a stunt like that.
However, ball on the green, good recovery
No.
shot. It's okay that there's puddle on the side of your face.
I think the ball came back almost as fast as he went down that hill. I don't think that settled on the green, poor guy.
That's the only way that could have been better. The ball just rolled
Yeah.
right by next to his face, stopping by his ear.